man. Welcome to the substance, man. Welcome to the substance. So what's up with the substance, man? I know you hurt and filled with chemical, man. So what's up with the substance, man? This new sun's being knocked your fans. So what's up with the substance, man?
Hey bro, you ready?
Chemical, man. So what's up with the substance?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Know Your Substance podcast. My name is Tpillz and I'm presenting the Know Your Substance podcast. Right now I have my guest, my brother right here, Cookie Cam.
Here I am in the flesh. Here I am in the flesh. For those that give a shit, for those that don't give a shit, and for those that didn't know there was a shit to give.
There's always a shit to give. Or not. Anyways, welcome to the podcast.
Appreciate you for having me on.
This is cool, huh?
This is super cool.
Yeah.
Excited for you, man.
Yeah, I like how every time I do a new one, like it's always different too.
Sure.
It's like, it's always something new and it's kind of fun. Like now we have this. And if you've seen the other videos, you would notice that it was a bigger green screen. It wasn't working out too much.
You adapt and overcome.
And I have another green screen in mind. So we're taking donations. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, what you been up to?
Nothing much. Just got back into town last week. Just been seeing fam, kicking it with the homies and stuff. You know, taking care of the necessities while I'm in town.
Oh yeah, necessary.
And this is part of it. It's one of my last stops before I send it back.
Yeah, and you're from? Where are you originally from?
So I was born in Lathrop, California. Moved to Escalon around like 5 years old maybe. And then went to school out there, and then moved to Modesto my freshman year of high school. And then been living in Modesto, and then, yeah. That's just about all the areas that spanned in my youth.
Yeah, I feel it. But you be everywhere, huh?
I'm all over. I'm outside.
Outside, Colorado.
Yeah,
in the mountains.
Yeah, now I'm in Colorado, enjoying life out there.
And how's the weather been out there?
Cold. Cold as shit.
Colder than California?
Way colder.
Yeah, I know.
Way colder.
I miss Colorado.
Yeah.
I want to snowboard.
Oh, yeah.
Now that it's starting to rain, I'm trying to hit the slopes.
Oh, yeah. I saw Dodge just, they like had to close it all down. They don't have enough snow right now.
Dude, it's Dodge. I mean, last year was a good year. If you know, you know. But this year, I'm hoping it gets cold. They're up there. Because Dodge is close, you know what I mean? And it's a good park.
It's close-ish, you know.
It's close enough.
For us.
Yeah,
in Colorado, I'm like 30 minutes away from the mountains.
Yeah, so you could walk there.
I wouldn't, but...
Yeah, but I wouldn't walk to Dodge.
Fuck, no. Take your ass to Dodge.
I know. Get lost in Sonora. That's cool. Yeah, man. I know it sucks. The weather's just been so different the last few years, just all over the world, for whatever reasons. And like, yeah, I really hope Dodge just comes back. I know I had a friend just go to Bear Lake or Bear River, Bear Resort. I don't know.
Oh,
Bear Valley, actually.
Yeah, Bear Valley.
Yeah.
How was it up there?
It looked good on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Me and Dakota went like a long time ago.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, well, that was like my second time ever snowboarding. We went up there, and that was a pretty cool park, actually.
That's sick.
Yeah. And you know who just hit me up? Mike Sting.
Oh, shit. Yeah. How he been doing?
He's doing good. He's trying to get me out there. He's like, what are you doing on the 16th, 17th? I was like, damn, okay, I'm working. And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, we're trying to get people to come up here, hit the slopes and all that. I was like, man. I think I probably will plan a trip, though.
Yeah.
We'll see how the season pans out, you know?
Yeah, no, that's just lit up there. I'm trying to go hit, like, Mount Shasta Mountain, how everybody, like, hikes up the whole thing and then rides down. I kind of want to do one of those type shit one day.
Like what they always did? Like,
yeah, just hike.
Yeah. It was like a 4-hour hike, 30-minute ride.
trying to, you know, I feel like it gives you a whole different appreciation for it, you know?
Definitely don't. Yeah, no, I definitely have wanted to do that. We've almost done it before. I think I was with you when we were with Vincent.
Yeah, we hiked for like...
We did the little one because we were like, nah, 4 hours.
Yeah, we're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
For real, we would not have it in us.
Yeah, and then it's like, you just keep falling the whole time. It's like...
Yeah, for real.
You just get your ass kicked on the way up and ass kicked on the way down.
Nah, for real. And then Vince was like, all right. He's like, you guys ready? Let's go. And he's fucking gone. Me and Tristan are still trying to struggling, trying to
our
not hit
legs
trees
are
and shit.
sore. Yeah, man, it's a mission. You really got to be fit for that, especially hiking in the snow. Hiking in the snow is crazy.
Nah, for real. For real.
I couldn't imagine if we had the little rackets on, just tennis rackets on our feet.
Oh, her height, the little snowshoes.
Yeah, maybe be different, but I don't know. I still feel like it's pretty tough.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it would make it way easier though. Like
Yeah.
trenching through that shit.
Sitting on top of the snow.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Speaking of Mount Shasta, have you ever messed with the virtual reality Oracle?
Mm-mm.
So my little brother has one, right?
Okay.
And I put it on the other day when I was at my dad's, and I was tripping.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like when you take it, and when you take it off, the VR thing, you're like, whoa, how is this real life? Like, it really, like, they did a really good job on it. And I feel like it's just going to get better.
What were you like looking at when you were...
Well, here's the thing. Why I bring it up is because I tried to get my little brother to show me a game. And he's like, oh, just go on this one. And so I'm like, okay, what do I do? He's like, just join a lobby. So I join a lobby. And it's like, we're in the room, right? Because, like, obviously it's virtual reality, so you kind of need to not, like, walk around.
Yeah.
But you get in your space, and then the lens, the goggles say, like, reveal, like, the room to you, like, in black and white.
Oh, okay.
Like, it looks so trippy, bro. It's like the Matrix, like, how it shows it on the goggles. And then it has, like, this virtual... It's like augmented reality, so it's blended, obviously. This virtual, like, map. And then you have different avatars.
Yeah, you get to choose.
And they're, like, real people. Like, I'm online with other people, and they're avatars, and it's, like, they're, like, interacting, like, just from their torso up. And, like, oh, man.
That's pretty crazy.
It was weird. And I was just kind of watching, and I could tell they were kids. You know, they're probably in, like, junior high or something. And they're just talking. They're, like, on this map. And what you do, they were in Chicago, so they went somewhere in Chicago, clicked on some random place in the cut. And they're, like, in the field. And it's like, you know, like Google Maps when you know.
Yeah, you drop down, it goes into 3D.
Yeah, so we're dropping down, and it's, like, surround, you know. And so I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then the map's still there with the avatar. So then the room disappears. It fades out, like a Matrix thing. It fades out.
Yeah.
And then the virtual picture comes in.
That's pretty crazy.
It was so crazy.
That's crazy.
And then whoever, the kid that was in charge, like, he started going to California. I was like, okay, finally. Like, now I know where I'm at.
Yeah.
I don't know what you all were trying to find in, like urban, not, it was, like, rural, like, Chicago, like, somewhere outside in the country.
Oh, shit.
But they went to Redding.
Oh, really?
And they click on Redding in California, and they're like, wow, this is really nice. This is really nice. I was like, you guys should go to Mount Shasta. They're like, oh, show us. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. You guys just look. It's just right up. It's north. Like, zoom out. You see that white mountain? Click. They clicked on Mount Shasta. It took us to a picture on top of the mountain.
Damn.
Like, as if we climbed to the very peak.
Damn.
And I was like, I've been to Mount Shasta, but I've never been to the top.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was actually there, because...
That's pretty crazy. That gives me, like, an idea. Like, if you ever, like, want to go, like, travel or something, you kind of want to, like, you know, you're looking
Scope
for
it
different
out.
places. Yeah, like, just throw these goggles on, go tap in with, you know, Beijing, go see what Beijing is like.
Yeah,
you know,
look
like,
around. Dude, it's so weird. And then you take the goggles off, and you're just like... I don't know. Have you ever seen Inception?
I have, but I've never, like, sat down and, like, watched the whole thing. I've only seen, like,
well, you know how,
bits and
like, they
parts of it.
dream, and then, like, they're in this, like, fake world, but they're dreaming. They're, like, almost, like, it's, like, a whole nother universe. They just have super control. It's like a lucid dream, almost. That's how I felt. I was, like, when I took them off, I felt like, whoa, like, I could see how this could be addicting.
Oh, no,
Because
for
I
sure.
started feeling like, man, I want to do more of this. But then I was like, this is, like, kind of hurting my eyes, too.
Yeah.
Virtual reality's sick, but it's getting crazy. And that's this is just the beginning.
Nah, for real.
I mean, the oracles have been out for a while, but they just get better and better.
Mm-hmm.
But it was trippy to be on top of Mount Shasta.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that, honestly.
Yeah.
You need to invest.
Yeah, they're not too much. Like, I think my dad got his for like, my brother's for like $150, $200.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I feel
It's
like
not
it'd
even
be
that
more.
bad, right?
And that's just for the goggles?
Well, the whole thing.
Oh, that's okay.
Because it comes like little hand things. But you can like do this and like put it down, and then now you can use your hands, and it tracks your hands. And like it captures the fingers, like I'm like that. And if you want to use the goggles, and that clicks on the screen. Because like the home screen is like you're in this lodge, and then you have this screen like right here, and then you can just look around on the screen, and then you can walk around if you don't hit anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you go around the screen, but it's so trippy.
Yeah, I'd be hitting all kinds of shit. Fucking.
I need a big
knocking
ass
shit
living
over.
room.
Yeah.
And to put that in the family room, the dojo.
The dojo.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy, man. Technology's nuts. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the snowboard season this year. Have you been skating? I know the weather's gotten crap, but
Yeah, I've been skating a little bit. Made it to the Oakdale skate park.
you did.
I tapped in with that for a little bit, about like an hour or so. Nothing too crazy, but they have this park inside this like, it's like in the back of like all these offices and stuff. Like they just built this little skate park in Durango,
Oh yeah.
Colorado, and you know, it's super cool. You just walk in and like you donate if you want. You don't have to, you know, if you're not feeling it. And then it's got like a cool little, just like cool little small bowl, you know, indoor though. So it's like whenever you want, you know, you got that. So they got so much snow everywhere.
Damn.
It's pretty cool. Kind of like that spot in Tahoe. You ever seen like the
Woodward?
Not Woodward. It's like they got like their own little park somewhere, like in like a.
Is it outside?
It's inside.
Inside? Oh, okay. I think I've seen something like that.
It's pretty sick.
And they have like a foam pit.
I don't. They might. I don't know. I've never been there, but
Oh,
I've
okay.
only,
I think
you
I've
know.
seen stuff on YouTube before or Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. I know. My little brother always asks me, "You still skate?" I'm like,
Oh, for real?
Yeah, a little
Does
bit.
he skate?
Nah, he don't really do it as much. He was scootering,
Oh, okay.
and then he'd skate a little bit.
Yeah, he'll
but
grow
mainly
up.
scooter.
He'll grow up one day.
Yeah, he got a BMX bike. Yeah, he's super into gaming right now.
That's cool.
He's got his gaming PC. That's what I'm trying to get into. I'm trying
For
to
real?
get into more gaming.
For real?
Start twitching.
Oh, that'd be lit.
Dude, Twitch streaming. Dude, it's pretty fun just to watch that. I mean, I don't know. I grew up watching like, you know, YouTube videos of montages of the gameplays of all these games, and now you can just do it live, and it's like.
Well, I feel like that's. I don't know. I feel like I was just watching these guys like play this game. They kind of they post it on YouTube and stuff, and my 6-year-old nieces will just watch it all day long, and it's like I was talking to my moms about it, and I was just like, damn, like these people are really getting paid, and like their audience is like 6-year-old kids.
No, for real.
You know, like that's a whole market, and like I don't know. I feel like that kind of changes the market too, because it's like your what is it? Your target audience or whatever, doesn't have an income, and like that's kind of crazy, but you get cashed out for it, so it's like.
And then for the ones that do, they pay to subscribe to your channel. Like T-Pain, he's got a fire-ass Twitch channel.
Oh,
Twitch
for real?
channel, yes.
I can see that.
Dude, like he's either doing music, he's recording a song, or he's playing video games, or he's just BSing.
Yeah.
And but people are there for him and his personality,
for sure,
they want to feel, and then they can message him and then he'll read them. T Grizzly, he's the recent interview right now out. Well, not recent, but a couple months old, I think, of him talking about how he started getting paid to Twitch and like play video games. Like he's hella big on Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And speaking of Grand Theft Auto, have you seen the trailer for the new Grand Theft Auto game?
Nah, I haven't.
It's in Miami.
It's pretty crazy. It's Miami?
Yeah.
Hey.
So I guess the story is somebody leaked it, so they posted it anyways.
Yeah, I've been seeing people talking about that shit.
Yeah.
But really.
So I actually took the time to go look it up, and I was like, wow, this is like,
Looks crazy.
it's going to be worth the
He's,
like 7-8 year
you
wait.
gotta take off your shoes, count your toes.
Dude, for real, it's been a while. I was a sophomore when the last Grand Theft Auto came out.
Damn, for real? Was it that long ago?
That's how long ago it was.
And motherfuckers still be playing that shit like crazy.
Well, yeah, they give you so much content for free just to keep playing it.
Nah, for real.
So this next one's probably gonna last 15 years.
Honestly, though.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they haven't made a Grand Theft Auto in the Bay Area.
That'd be crazy.
Think about it. Grand Theft Auto in the Bay Area. You can go up to, San Francisco, Oakland,
Yeah, that'd be
San
lit.
Jose.
Hit all the bridges and shit, too.
Yeah, all
Fucking-
the bridges. And
That'd be
maybe,
sick.
go to Mount Shasta or Humboldt, like just a little side area, because you
Pop
got to
out.
have the mountains.
Yeah, pop out to Modesto.
Pop out to the Modesto and Sacramento and Stockton, side missions.
Little side missions.
Have 3 main characters. One from the Bay, one from North, one from the Valley.
That'd be sick. Start out in the valley and then, change to a different character that's like grew up in the Bay or, try to
Yeah,
bounce through
right.
different characters. That'd be cool.
Dude,
What
that'd
I
be sick.
what I want to see in the Bay, I want him see him make Skate 4. I want to see him make it in San Francisco.
Oh, wow. Where have the other skates been placed in?
I don't know. I think. Well, I mean, they have like different areas and different ones. I know in Skate 3 they had like they had 3rd and Army in there. It's like a little skate park in San Francisco,
Okay.
right by the bridge. So I remember seeing that shit and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, I've skated there before," whenever I was on there. And then they called it in the game that I think they called it like 2nd and Navy or something, So it's like obviously it's the
Some random-
third and Army is the name of that like little park.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
Dang, that's pretty cool.
So I thought that was cool. you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, Thrasher headquarters was in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
one of the hubs in the world.
Yeah. I don't know. Nobody likes to put things in San Francisco for some reason.
Yeah, too much.
Too lit.
Huh.
Or just, I don't know. Who knows? Politics, probably.
Nah, no, it was crazy. Last time we were in San Francisco, it was like right after they just cleaned up the city, and like
Oh,
we were both talking about how it was like an eerie feeling. We had never seen San Francisco like that. It's probably never been like that our whole lives.
Yeah, just like super like, I don't know, just almost quiet.
Yeah, it was eerie. It's like
Yeah.
the city didn't have like life. It's like, and that kind of made me realize like I feel like the homeless are like the life to the city.
Yeah,
in a
well, they're the
way,
people, man. They're,
exactly. They're the ones really there. Like, you might go inside this bar, or, go here, whatever. Like, they're still right there, like, still outside. Fucking,
Yeah. When we was at Broadway, hanging out at the condo and stuff all the time, we'd always see the same homeless people, and it's like, see people who are always out on Broadway interacting with them.
Yeah.
And back and forth, and it was always just, it wasn't weird, it's just, they're part of the environment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you get people who aren't from the environment and they're like, oh, who's this, homeless guy?
Mm-hmm.
And then they just have this mind where they're just like homeless and that's it. But it's like they live here, you know what I mean?
Not for real.
So it's like when you do remove their homes and stuff, it's like there's a whole energy missing.
Not for real. For real.
Not all of them
It was
are-
like quiet.
Yeah,
when we were
it
out
was
there.
super quiet. It was weird. It was really weird, especially by the skate park.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when we were right by Soma Skate Park, they always have the whole median just filled with tents and motherfuckers yelling at us because we're skating hella late, and then there's just like nobody out there. I think I saw one tent our whole time, like out there. And we were bouncing around the city like crazy.
Yeah, we were all up on Mission. We were all up over there.
We were all over.
Yeah,
And
I
then,
don't know.
And then we go to Oakland, and then we see that the homeless they're still over here.
Yeah,
We
it's
seen
the
that-
same. No, ain't nobody coming to Oakland from China.
we seen that bus almost catch on fire.
I know. Yeah, we start walking. We park, and we start walking to the club, and like I smelled something. Well, we both smelled it, huh?
Yeah, we both smell something, bro.
And then we're just like looking at this abandoned school bus, like an old school bus, like from the 80s or 70s or something. And then we just kept walking, and then next thing you know, like this lady's calling 911 to check up on the bus because she saw a fire. And then we look back, and you could see straight through the windshield a little fire in the background.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh crap, like that thing's gonna blow up.
No, for real.
And then next you know, someone pops out the door. He's like, nah, everything's all good.
Get the fuck on with it.
Yeah.
So mind your business.
Yeah, it was so crazy, man.
Nah, that shit was funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's normal. I just don't get how that fool got a school bus.
They make it happen.
Make it happen,
They
Captain.
make it happen. They adapt and overcome. You know what I'm saying? If you're living on the
Hey.
streets and shit, like, I'm sure you'd find a way to get a school bus somehow, you know, one way or another.
Hey, might as well. You gonna sleep in your car?
I know,
You
put
sleep in
enough,
a school
put
bus.
enough heads together. I'm sure everybody in that fucking bus is getting high as a bitch, you know?
Yeah, magic school bus.
What people do to get high, bro. Some people spend their whole lives for that, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that people get stuck in that lifestyle of drugs, you know? I mean, I guess there's a spectrum to it, but I mean, at the end of the day, you know, people who do drugs like that, like, are obviously escaping something, you know? But it's crazy how, like, you can have somebody, say, doing the hardcore drugs, like methamphetamines or, you know, or crack or, like, opiates, heroin, whatever. You know, you can have that, like, people like that on a spectrum. You can have people who've, like, done it once and never did it again. And then you have people who do it every once in a while, and they're still functional. They still go to their jobs. They do all this and that. Like, they kind of have their shit together, but they're just winging it, you know? But, like, pretty much their life, you wouldn't know that they're on those drugs.
Functional addict.
Yeah, they're very, high functioning addict. Like, and then you have people who are, like, about to lose. Like, they're, like, on the verge of, like, not having anything together. And then you have the people who are just like, fuck it.
And it's fucked up because, you know, the people that are, or some of the people that are, you know, in those lives, like, that was, like, the cards they were dealt, you know? Like,
Yeah.
their mother was on drugs and shit while they were carrying them, you know? So
Yeah,
it's
there's
like,
a lot of abuse that comes with it, especially when people grow up, like, in environments that were never nurturing. There was never any resources. There was never any knowledge or any type of, like, empathy.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, just like you were
what's
saying.
heroin gonna do to me? Like, I've already been through it, you know what I mean? At least heroin makes me feel good at night, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's crazy because I feel like love is the best feeling that you can have, like, on this planet. And they didn't experience that love, so it's like that's what they were searching for. That was the next best feeling that they've ever had, you know?
Yeah, and heroin will give that to you for sure.
No, for real.
I mean, artificially, obviously, but, you know, if you never knew what real love and, like, nurturing emotions and all that stuff from somebody else, especially growing up.
Yeah, for
Like,
real.
you're growing up, you're in your frontal lobe or whatever the heck the psychology says when you're developing, isn't getting what it needs, then it's being replaced with something else.
Yeah, throw a patch over it.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. It's crazy, man. It's kind of a messed up world, you know?
I know.
But I think growing up in the Central Valley, I mean, we see a lot of it. We see a lot of problems, you know. I've had family members addicted to substances and, you know, it's a huge spectrum.
Oh, yeah,
you never really know what people are going through. You never really know what they've been through.
If you grew up in the 209, you most likely have somebody in your family that, you know, has been a victim to that, you know. And it's crazy to see your loved ones, you know, experience that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's tough, man.
Gotta know your substance.
Like how I did that.
That was perfect.
I know.
Didn't skip a beat.
No, that's really on. I know I got other ones too.
Hey.
It's
Okay.
like, oh, we're back.
He's on point with it.
Yeah, and then I got this. The awkward silence. And then I have this. And we're back.
And we're back. Gosh.
Okay.
Nah, keep going.
I was doing that with Mula. It was like, all right, we're gonna let it play.
That's hella funny. You have Mula up in here?
Yeah, he's
That's
the
cool.
second one. I know.
Yeah,
I gotta
shout out
start
to
working.
Mula.
Shout out to Mula.
Yeah, man,
His
he's been
dumb
holding
flat
it down.
baby.
He's been holding it down. For
Holding
real.
it down. Speaking of Mula, have you been slapping any local music? Any
Yeah.
artists?
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily like new artists, you know. I got to get SB James in there. You know, he's solid. You know, I love, and like I'm back in Colorado. So it's like when I'm outside, you know, like my hometown, like I love listening to my local artists. They, you know, give me that feeling like I'm back in the 209, you know.
That's
so like
cool.
SB James really gives me that feeling.
Yeah, SB James is gonna make you feel like you're home for sure.
Nah, for real.
You can make you feel like you in Palladium too.
For real though.
Yeah,
for real.
He's got some bangers, man. There's so much talent.
Nah, for real. Shout out SB James.
Yeah.
Savasson, I'll be slapping Savasson too. Savason's hard.
Yeah.
And of course, Tpillz, you know, I'll be slapping that Chamoy.
Oh, yeah, appreciate
that
it.
Molly Land, you know, that shit goes crazy, bro. I swear, I got all the homies out there slapping that shit.
Yeah.
For real, it's crazy. And that's what's even crazier is when I hear my homies putting on like Tpillz or something, and it's like I didn't even put it on. I'm like, what the fuck? Am my phone playing? Like,
oh, really? They just be slapping
for real,
it?
bro. Yeah, for real, bro. They fuck with you tough out there.
That's
real
cool. I bet my analytics are like Colorado.
Shit. Yeah, right.
And start doing my data research.
Check that Spotify shit.
Out here planting seeds in Colorado.
Uh-huh.
That's cool, man. Appreciate the love always.
Of course, nothing but.
I know. It's crazy, man. I know. It was a good year for music, honestly. I didn't put out too much, but, well, I guess I did put out a lot. I put out Pigs Love Mud, Volume 1, January.
Shit went hard.
Get that?
Peep that shit. Shit goes hard. Got my boy Styles Madrid on there. Kills it every time he steps in the fucking booth.
Styles Madrid go crazy. What else did we drop? We dropped La Fiesta, which has Molly Land on it. That was a banger.
It's such a banger. This man waited like 3 years to drop that song. I was hot.
Some of those songs were from 2020. Most of them were actually 2020, 2021. And then Molly Land, I recorded my verse so many times because I just...
No, you got that shit down.
I had to put the Riz on it.
No, of course. Oh, the Riz
took a while.
The Riz got put down on that shit for real.
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
That shit goes hard.
Shout out to Eddie.
Oh, yeah, Eddie's fucking fire.
Eddie Bo, man.
How's that man doing?
Doing good. We tapped in, but
yeah?
our schedules aren't lining up.
I know. Now you're in, you know, different cities, so it's a little mission to make it out. You know?
But, well, in due time, you know, everything will come back full circle, you know. But,
glad he's doing good, though.
Yeah, he's doing good. Family's good.
It's good.
I got a video with him and a song that we're going to start dropping this year. Don't know when, but it's all done. Just got to execute on, you know, get to do a podcast with it, talk about the song, you know, and just promote the hell out of it.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna go. You know what I mean? Like, we got a song.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
She out here dropping firecrackers.
Catch me in the booth.
Yeah, I got a project with Cookie Cam on it. You know what I mean? He out here dropping some hooks.
I know.
Little intro.
Yeah, that's all I got right now.
Hey, man, that's all you needed. That was fire.
Mandatory.
That was a good one. I know that's the project. I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet, but I think I've shown you it. I don't know. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't.
That's one thing I miss about being out of town is like I would always pull up on this man and he'd be like, "Oh, bro, let me show you the song." Straight banger. Like I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
and then you don't hear it again for 4 years.
I know exactly. I don't hear it for 4 years, and I'm just like, damn, bro.
It'd be like that.
Push it out.
I know. Trying, man. Trying to execute.
You know, you got so much going on. You know, you got this podcast stuff taking off now.
I know. This podcast stuff's pretty cool. I like it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a great platform.
Yeah.
Great platform. Just put it out there raw, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like it kind of gives me more of a reason to make music.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I'm not going to use other songs. I'm going to use my beats, my songs for the theme of it, you know?
Mm-hmm. More fuel to the fire.
Yeah, or anything I produced, you know?
Love it.
You know, might as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty fun. But in due time. 2024 is going to be a different year, though. 2023 was lit. I'm not going to lie. It was a good year for me.
I had a great year, too.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny because, like, I could say 2022 was a good year, too.
Mm-hmm.
2021 was okay. I was like a bounce back year because my ankle was still on stilts.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah, and then 2020, I mean, besides the pandemic, was a positive year despite all the negativity around.
Yeah.
And then, Yeah, I don't know. 2024 just sounds like it's just gonna be the same thing, but elevated.
No, for sure.
I mean, that's the goal, right?
Yeah, I feel like everybody, comes into the new year with that, lock the fuck in mentality,
Yeah, but it's crazy. That mentality has to start now, before the New Year's.
Yeah, not for real. Yeah, that shit don't happen overnight.
No, and I could have been like, nah, I'm gonna start the podcast January 1st.
You could have been like that, but yeah, you
know.
you give yourself, 2 months to okay, I'm gonna start this shit. Like, you give myself like 2 months to do it. Like, it's gonna take you that fucking long,
Yeah.
It's like, just fucking do it now.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is do it,
Yeah, stop thinking about it.
Exactly.
That's the hard part, man. Like, cause I have hella ideas, like, and that, like, I don't know if you could see my
Oh yeah.
see all those sticky notes?
Yeah, damn, bro, you're right. Hella small.
That's all the shit I gotta do.
You should be writing my cheat sheets for me in school. You're right.
wouldn't be able to read
it. Hey, I'll be writing hieroglyphics on my shit, bro. My shit. I'm like looking at my shit, like, what the fuck?
I know. Since I've been a teacher, I'm like, I need to get better handwriting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
I'm like thinking, because I had some of my professors' handwriting is horrible. Like, horrible. I'm like, everybody's like,
yeah, but when you're working with children,
well, that's the thing too. When your handwriting is bad, and it's like whatever you're teaching, and if you wrote some like shit down that like people are now, it's like now everybody's focused on like, what the fuck did he just write? And it's like it takes away from the rest of the lesson.
Yeah, or I'll write and I'll be like, I'll stop. I'm like, pretend that's a 6. I'm just like crossing things out, starting over, because I'm writing in pen or marker or whatever.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
You guys have whiteboards or anything?
Yeah, we do, but I they have the little camera that like shines on the.
Oh yeah.
Just do it like that, because I was doing the whiteboard, but that was just way more work.
Huh.
So I have the book, I'm like, reading the book. When really you're supposed to write in the book. I didn't do that until like a month or 2 in.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is so much easier.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
it's crazy. Education's crazy, man. They got a whole system for the curriculum. It's like for math, because you're a math guy, right? Mm-hmm. So think about it like this. This company creates curriculum. They make this book, right, for all the grades.
Oh, for all the grades?
Yeah.
Okay.
So everything's leveled out, same format, something comfortable. Okay. Like, it's very, to me, I'm like, this is user-friendly,
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same format for all the teachers. So, coaches can teach the math. The math coaches can teach the teachers, like, the same thing. And it just applies. You just, whatever your grade is, and the data is, you just adjust, right?
Everybody's going off the same blueprint.
Yeah. So you get this book, and it's like, you teach them this, and that, and this method. Spend this amount of time on this part, and that part. Make them do this.
Damn.
And that's like your math. You just follow the book.
Solid.
Yeah. It's crazy. And it's made by a company, and that's what the school district adopts to teach math to. And we're back.
And we back.
I love the little sound banks. Gotta put some like the theme song on there.
Oh, that'd be hard, bro.
Right?
That would be hard.
It's like, all right, we'll be right back.
Bro, that shit was hard, bro. Everybody at show was fucking with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's sick. Dude, that one's been in the vault for a minute.
For real?
For the theme song for this? Yeah, man. I made that like 2019, 2020.
Damn. You sitting on fucking gems, bro.
I know, man. It's tough when I like listen to things for the first time in a long time, and I'm like, wow, that would have been really cool to drop when I first made it.
Yeah, now it's like a whole different music scene and shit.
Yeah, not just that. It's just like I would have done more justice not hold on to it. Just not think about it. Because you gotta think about what underground music is, It's supposed to be gritty. It's supposed to be raw, You're not supposed to care what people think.
Well, that's like, I feel like that's like, what I heard Rick Rubin talk about this, and he was all talking about like the definition of art. And he was talking about like when you produce something like for an audience, like not for yourself, like I don't think that's art. It's like when you truly make something for yourself that you like and you don't care what other people think, like that's like the most organic art you can produce, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like the music industry's kind of ruined that perspective.
100%. Well, I mean, it's a business. It's more of a business than art now, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why you hear "shake that ass out." Yeah, I mean, that shit is lit, but
It's lit.
but
They did that one right.
yeah, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. Like, because there's people, you make music for yourself too. But it's like making music for myself is making music for my career. You know?
This is true.
You got to find your brand, find your audience, find your niche.
Find your lane.
Find your lane, right? And just stick to it. As long as you're happy with it.
Yeah, as long as you go in the right direction.
Yeah, because it's like you could... Making music that you don't like sucks. But if you're making music you do like and you're also in the music business and it's like, I'm enjoying the music I make and, you know, it's like, then you're more power to you, you know?
No, for sure.
But I don't know. I think people either try to put other people in boxes or they put themselves in a box.
I think it's people self-project and they try to put people in boxes. They're like, they see somebody doing something and they're like, oh, if it doesn't fit like the narrative that they had of you, like that pre-existing, you know, narrative that they had of you, then that's when they start having issues, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, you need to be like this. Like, that ain't you, you know? You need to do it like this. Like,
yeah. Or they start looking at data. They start looking at data and they're like, well, statistically, more of your fans like the more pop stuff. So we're going to put you on a song with Jonas Brothers.
Huh.
So that's what they did with Sage the Gemini.
Oh, for real?
The Gemini. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's what they said to him, but he has a song with Jonas Brothers, and like I guess because I was in this like music industry like Zoom call,
little seminar type
yeah,
shit.
it was a seminar pretty much, yeah, on Zoom, and yeah, they were just talking about like, you know, how some artists don't have control over their art or like what they have to say. So they're like,
tragic.
Yeah, and then they put like an artist that's used to like making rap music for himself and this and that, and then they're like, no, we're gonna hook you up with the producer that makes pop music, and we're gonna throw Jonas Brothers on that for the hook.
That's shitty, but I mean, it's also like as an artist, you know, it's like, oh, music with Jonas Brothers, like that's a whole another audience that you can tap in with. So it's like you see some big shit like that, it's like, yeah, you might not fuck with the Jonas Brothers, but that's a bag, you know?
Yeah, you're still gonna get a bag. That's true. You know what I mean? Like, it's all, like, you could be like, nah, that's not me, man.
I mean, you can.
Or you could be like,
you know what I'm saying? But like,
it's not
hustler,
me, but yeah,
but
a
hustler's going to get that fucking bread, for real.
We're going to make it work.
For real. That's like, yeah.
Nick Jonas, tap in. Tap in. I want that hook. Oh, I'll make a pop song right now.
Fuck it.
Nick Jonas, okay, I need you to work on my next EP. I'm going to be like, nah, man, that's not me.
Yeah, sounds like you broke.
Sound like yeah, you hitting me up.
Sounds like light pockets,
motherfucker. I make rap. Nah, that's crazy though. What music have you been listening to overall?
Honestly, I've been fucking with the whole Spanish scene, bro. I've been getting into hella Peso Pluma.
Peso Pluma go crazy.
Yeah. And then what's the other dude's name? It's like Fuerza Regida or something like, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they're hard.
His shit goes hard, bro. My homie showed me a song, Descansando. That shit goes fire.
Yeah, man. there's a lot of talent.
It's hard, you know. Just I don't know.
It's crazy to see that music scene, or like the Hispanic music music scene like grow a lot, like in the last like 5 years, like, you know, it's so crazy. There's so much good music. Peso Pluma's making some really good music.
Nah, for real.
There's a lot of other good artists like Nathaniel Cano. He's making great music. Escalon High, Fuerza, they're going crazy. Trying to think. There's just so many artists.
Yeah,
and they're all young.
Junior H.
Yeah, Junior H go crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's all acoustic. Like, it's so freaking sick.
It's-
It's like good music.
It's good, and it's also, I feel like it opens up so many people to be able to enjoy that kind of music, you know, because I heard a lot of people that, you know, have been listening to that stuff their whole lives, you know, and it's like, oh, like at first when they started hearing like this new wave of music, like they didn't really fuck with it. You know, it was kind of like corny to them in a way because they're using like these old like old instruments and like old beats and stuff, but they're like, you know, like rapping now, you know, and shit. So it's like,
well, a lot of those artists like Peso Pluma, like they're like he's doing the acoustic stuff, and then he's also doing like reggaeton style stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's like that's cool because these artists are like they're not putting themselves in a box.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's when people they try to, and it's like, oh, you're not supposed to rap like that over this beat, and then
yeah, you shouldn't be doing reggaeton.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad Bunny. I don't know if he has a song with Bad Bunny, but you know what I mean. Like it's just like they're like, nah, man, you gotta either do one or another, and they're like, nah, I kind of just do what I want.
Yeah,
because I like it.
Yeah,
like when I first heard Peso Pluma, I was on, I think it was El Bebe.
Mm-hmm. That one's fire. Or La Bebe.
La Bebe?
Yeah, that one goes hard.
Yeah, that one. That one's like...
That one's dumbass
that's
hard.
reggaeton, you know? And then I was like... I started hearing his acoustic stuff, and I was like, oh. I didn't even realize that's what they... That's what they, like, be doing. They just do whatever they want.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah, as they should be.
Know?
And they're making great music. Like, the instrumentation, the chord progressions, like, the production. Mm-hmm. The production sounds so good.
It does, bro. It really fucking does.
Like, it sounds so good.
Straight killer, bro. Their concerts will go fucking crazy.
Oh, I know. And the bass, they got the bass down.
Yeah, my brother...
They're slapping the bass all the time. That's so crazy.
My brother was going to go to Peso Pluma's show in Stockton and he ended up canceling that show because all that shit that was going down with the, you know, with that whole thing. So he had to like cancel a bunch of shows and shit.
That would have been sold out ASAP.
Oh, for real.
I feel like Peso Pluma is like the Mexican Justin Bieber of this generation.
For real shit, though.
Like the way he's got all the kids listening to him and stuff. It's like, it's really cool.
For real.
I like it. Like a lot of my students listen to, and all that music.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them, that's all they listen to, which I think is dope. Cause I'm like, there's some good music.
Oh, for real, that shit goes hard, bro.
And they like are popular enough artists where they will probably open up them to more music too. You know. And it's like acoustic, definitely. You know what I mean? I mean, they be talking about some trap stuff, but like...
I know, huh? It should be teaching me hella Spanish, though. You know.
Especially, like, reading the titles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, wow, that's what that means.
Well, yeah, that was like, you know, what like really got me onto that was when the homie showed me the Descansando song. And, you know, Descansando means resting. And he's, like, talking about all his, you know, fallen brothers and shit. And I was just like, damn, yeah, because when the homie showed me that song, he's like, yeah, this... makes me think of like, you know, my boy that just passed away like a year ago or something, and I was just like, damn, bro. And it's like like I could feel that, like once you know what a song's about, you can feel it. You still don't even know what he's saying, but you could feel like his emotions, you know. I don't know, music is a universal language, you know.
Yeah,
you don't have to hear what they're saying, but you could hear what they're saying.
Yeah,
you know?
I remember one time I was playing like that's like I was playing some song in Spanish. I was playing, and like my mom or stepdad was like, "How do you even know what they're listening to, or how do you even know like what they're saying?" I'm like, "I don't. Like I don't need to."
Yeah, for real.
It's a banger.
Yeah, for real. Even if shit's in English, I feel like some of these fucking mumble rappers, you still don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah,
they're speaking English. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck.
Yeah, man. I mean, music is just sound at the end of the day. Do you really need to know what someone's saying?
For real.
They could be saying gibberish, you know what I mean? And it's just like, it's in key. I don't know what to tell you.
It's in key.
But I don't know, man. Like, yeah, music is universal. It does, and like, man, there's so much good music out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another artist I've been slapping heavy. He's been dropping hella music lately too. Desi Hollow.
I like Dizzy Hollow.
Yeah, you been hearing his
He's
new
on
shit?
that West Coast stuff.
Oh, for real. He ain't gonna let the funk die, bro. I fucking love
he's
that
on
shit.
that real funky stuff.
He's keeping that shit alive, bro.
So he's been dropping new music. I haven't kept up with him in a while.
You need to hear his new music, bro.
Yeah.
His new music is his best music.
I need club bangers.
I hella fuck with his old shit, but nah, yeah, you got some club bangers in there, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
Especially to play with the G-Funk stuff. Like
exactly, bro.
Like the G-Funk stuff is so vibey, and it's so it's so hard to find like new G-Funk vibes.
There it is right there. I just told you the fucking stash.
I'm gonna
tap
go check that out.
Tap in.
I know. Dude, it's so hard to keep up with all the new music. You know what I did last night? Because I'm looking up songs. I want to find songs that are like, because I'm not on TikTok. Not yet.
Yeah, me either. I ain't never going to be on TikTok.
I'm going to be on TikTok. Sorry.
That's the way of the road.
I need to dip my toes in. Because it's like, bro, so many people find music through TikTok.
That's true. That's crazy, bro.
Like, all the old music, too.
That shit blows my mind.
I seen these 7th graders or 8th graders on Instagram, and they were singing Alicia Keys. I think. And I was like tripping. I was like, how do they know this song? And then like someone in the comment section was like, no, everyone's like, no, their parents put them on. I was like, and then somebody said, yeah, nah, it was TikTok. Ain't nobody parents that cool.
It's crazy. I know.
Not all their parents are cool.
Yeah, bro, not for real. Because I'll be listening to music or something, and then somebody like, oh, I heard that song on TikTok. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, that shit kind of makes me not want to listen to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, somebody's like, oh, like.
But like, think about the music we heard on Vine.
Was there music on Vine?
Oh yeah,
I don't even remember the music with
There's
Vine.
a bunch of popular songs on Vine.
I just remember going on Vine and making some crazy video. You know,
I wish I still had my Vine videos.
Yeah, me and Styles are going crazy. We were making all kinds of Vines when that shit came out.
Rest in peace to Vine.
Rest in peace, Vine. Bring it back.
Yeah, TikTok elevated what Vine was, though.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was gonna say with TikTok now is I feel like it's totally changed the game too for the music industry. So it's like you could have a horrible song, but have a solid like a catchy 15, 20 second little section in your song, and everybody fucking listen. Like you know nobody even listen to that song, but they hear it on TikTok and you're getting cashed out now because you got a cool 15 second little part of your song, and that shit kind of blows my mind. I feel like it kind of waters it down too, you know?
Yeah, I mean, give or take. I haven't, I'm not. I feel like if I was in high school with TikTok, I'm in high school right now with TikTok being what it is, I definitely can see myself being on TikTok. But now where I'm at, I'm like, as a content creator, which I'm starting to get more into, it's like, all right, being on TikTok's kind of like makes sense. But I'm not going to make my videos on TikTok. I'm going to make my videos here and then just put them on TikTok,
As honestly as you should, bro. Like, you should put your fucking studio up on there. You should make, like, you just making beats and shit.
Yeah, cutting it up, getting to the point, 30 seconds.
Little TikToks of these podcasts and shit. You need to start a Know Your Substance TikTok.
I know.
You really should. That's a business.
I have been made. Well, Tpillz presents, but there's like nothing on it. I don't even I get notifications. So and so posted. I don't even look. Instagram, I'm on that. I hate it.
Yeah.
I delete my Instagram app and then I update it again. I download it again just for when I have gigs.
For real.
Then I delete it again over the weekend. After the weekend. But it sucks. Because on the computer, you can't share stories on... You can't share other stories or share posts to your story on the computer. So I have to have the app. Yeah.
Damn.
Unless Meta wants to fix that. But, you know what I mean? I'd be way more productive on Instagram. I would never use TikTok.
No,
I would only use Instagram.
Hey, you ain't got a front.
If they fix that. Everybody tag Meta down below. Nah, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, give or take. I was gonna say something else about TikTok. Oh yeah, so instead of being on TikTok and just Yeah, I gotta find out what's cracking. I just go on Spotify, TikTok songs 2023.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and there's a playlist.
Is there?
Yeah, I just listen to them, and I'm just like, yeah, no.
Spotify algorithms go crazy, bro.
Spotify has, if people come from Apple Music and start going on Spotify, I see them post on Instagram, they're like, wow, Spotify made me, like, they're like impressed by like the music taste that it develops, like based off of your algorithm, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Spotify go crazy.
That should go crazy, yeah, bro. They got my favorite is how they do the on repeat playlist.
Yeah.
I love that shit, 'cause,
Or like, yeah, or like when the playlist ends and it just finds you similar stuff.
Oh, for sure.
And I just make a new playlist from there or add on to it.
Yeah, but back on the music, anybody that pops out to you that you've been listening to lately?
I've been listening to a lot of Peso Pluma. I've been listening to... I've been listening to a lot of West Side Gun.
Oh, yeah.
I'm listening to Earl's new project with The Alchemist, Larry June and The Alchemist. Pretty much The Alchemist.
The Alchemist goes hard, bro.
Freddie Gibbs.
Oh, yeah.
Listening to more like the older, like Kanye, like Late Registration. Juvenile,
always
3-6 Mafia, like that era of music.
I feel I always gotta make it back down to the old Kanye and shit too, for real.
Yeah, the early 2000s music is kind of where I'm at.
I put on Many Men by 50 Cent when I was dropping my twin nieces off earlier today. And it was like, as soon as he came on, they kind of like stopped talking and were like listening to the song. I was like, yeah, I'm putting them on 50 Cent right now.
Right?
That shit gonna be funny.
I know. It's fun to put kids on the music. Because they listen to like so much random stuff sometimes.
Random ass shit.
Like I like to give, when I put like some of my students on the songs, I give them context. Like I put Love Lockdown on when we were in class. Yeah. 808 Heartbreak. And like one of the kids is like, why is this actually good? Like,
fuck you mean, why is this actually good?
I'm like, because it is good.
That's why I don't be showing kids music sometimes.
I ain't showing you anything anymore.
I'd be offended. I ain't got shit to prove to nobody, especially no fucking kid.
I'm gatekeeping. You ain't gonna know 808 Heartbreak. You ain't gonna know 808 Heartbreak Kanye no more.
But honestly, I feel like I've always had like that gatekeeping mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like if I hear somebody like listening to music that I fuck with, like it makes me not want to listen to that music. Like I've always been that way, and like just recently, I'm like, I need to be happy for my artists. Yeah, that's just like one of the main examples for that is like SZA. I've been fucking with SZA for a long ass time, and then like whenever she made not the most recent album, but the one before that, and it was like everybody was like hopping on that. And everybody was like listening to SZA and shit like after that album, and I was like, this isn't like SZA's like old shit too, and I was like, you guys don't know who this is? And then, for real. And then I don't know.
It'd be like that though, because I feel like sometimes we get like emotional attachments to our artists, and so when they grow, it's like damn, they grew.
Yeah, for real.
They're not the same person.
Exactly, and it's like, and I kind of realized, like I need to not feel negatively about that and just be happy for the artists that that everybody's listening to them and shit. So it's definitely changed my perspective for sure.
That's a good question to ask you. Is what are some name an artist that you listened to from the beginning of their career to now?
Chewy.
I
feel like Chewy.
And tell him where he's from.
Chewy's from Sacramento.
Yes. Chewy go hard.
Yeah, Chewy goes fucking hard. Yeah, you already know. Yeah,
you put me on back in like 2016.
Long ass time ago. And Styles put me on. Shout out to Styles Madrid again. And yeah, he put me on way back in the day. That was like when they dropped America's Most Blunted, that first one. I think it was like 2012 or something like that. And that's like another one of those artists that make me feel like I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I'm away or wherever the fuck I'm at in the world, like I listen to this, it makes me feel like I'm at home, And and his career has been crazy to watch too, because it's like it's amazing to see like the drive and like the fire of like young artists, you know?
Yeah.
And then like as the years go by and they start learning and, you know, adapting and stuff, it's like you kind of tell like their mentality changes a little bit and stuff. And, you know, they already, you know, been on tour, been traveling overseas and, you know, shit like that. They come back and make different music. But yeah, his career has been kind of crazy. Like, I mean, just like music wise, you know?
Yeah.
That shit been crazy. Like he changes, yeah, he he changes a lot, like through a lot of albums, and like I don't know, I hella fuck with it. It's way different than, you know.
Yeah, I think when you're able to see people change, you're also able to see how they've changed and like how they've probably like adjusted and like it's humbled them, you know. I didn't listen to Kendrick on what was his album?
Oh, that's true too. Yeah,
Overly Dedicated. That was the project, right?
Yeah, that was like that first.
That was his very first project.
Yeah, right.
So I didn't start listening to him
as Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
you
as
know?
Kendrick Lamar, not K-Dot. Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna listen to K-Dot.
Since he was K-Dot, for real. Like, how the fuck you?
Unless you was from LA,
I was gonna say that
K-Dot.
shit. That shit ain't make it up north yet.
Yeah, you know, more like realistically, like I started listening to him towards the end of Section 80. So,
Me too. Section 80 was when I found out about him too.
Yeah, and then like a year later, Good Kid, Mad City, and it was like, what the fuck? But just even, I mean, and then I obviously listened to Overly Dedicated and to his most recent. Oh, it's all good. I got hella burping too.
Oh, we need a little.
We need some Tums or something. No, but fucking man, Kendrick from like Section 80. Or even Overly Dedicated to his most recent album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Man, like you can see the growth in it, but it's like he never diverged from his plan.
That's great. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You could tell. Yeah, you could tell he's had all this shit orchestrated. Like he fucking,
yeah, man. Like it's not like, oh man, it was a tough year, I'm just barely getting this album. He's like, nah, like I went through something, but this is what we doing.
Oh shit, yeah, bro. Honestly, and that just made me realize how you have so much shit in the vaults. Who knows what fucking like, you know, crazy artists like that, or like, you know, crazy artists, you know what I'm saying? Like amazing artists is what I'm saying, you know.
Well, you know, Good Kid, Mad City has another version of it. There's a whole nother version of Good Kid, Mad City. And he scrapped it.
For real? I don't doubt it.
I don't remember where I heard this from.
I don't doubt it, though.
I don't remember at all. But they made a whole nother version. And then he's like, nah, I got to do it again. And he did it again. Oh, I heard it from Mixed by Ollie. He was talking about it in a podcast, too. And he's like, yeah, man, I have a whole nother version of Good Kid, Mad City that will never hear the light of day. And it's interesting. It's in the vault.
How was it meeting that man?
It was crazy, man, because I didn't expect to actually talk to him. Like I just wanted to like give him his flowers, and he
was showing love right back, right?
Yeah, and then we had like a split second of well, for me it was awkward. I had a split second. I'm like,
oh fuck,
oh shit, like he wants me to have a conversation with him. Okay, this is what I do, you know, like just kind of like, you know, and then it was so personal. Like I felt super comfortable talking to him. Like, at first, that's why I just like, hey, man, like, because I've always liked this with other artists I've met, you know, I'm just like, hey, man, I appreciate what you do, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this, and that. All right, man, enjoy it, you know, keep doing your thing. Me, I did that, and then I was like, and then he's like, we just kind of looked at each other. I was like, yeah, man.
I know, huh? Hey, but that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
you had that opportunity,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy that, you know, and I feel like you're going to be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be showing love to people and stuff, and like you definitely got a comfortable aura. You know what I'm saying? You got a beautiful aura, bro, for real. And like,
thank you.
I don't know, everybody feel comfortable talking to you, bro. Everybody. I have never heard anybody say anything negative about you, bro. For real. Really mean that.
I appreciate that. Locked in, baby.
Locked in, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Beautiful soul, man.
Likewise.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, fuck, dude. It's a journey. It's hard to stay beautiful in this ugly world.
Hey, but you know, you're a product of your environment just as much as your environment is a product of you.
Yeah.
You know, so take responsibility in your influences to the people around you.
Yeah,
you know?
man, definitely got to be mindful of that. Like, especially as I get older, I'm like, as I'm surrounded by people who are younger, people who do look up to me, or people who see this and that, it's like, I don't owe them anything, but at the same time, I owe myself that,
Mm-hmm.
like that responsibility.
I mean, honestly, yeah, you can kind of have that mentality, and it's like, I don't think you're necessarily like wrong for that. I think everybody, has the right to like, their own life and what they want to do, and like without like regards to, stepping on eggshells their whole life and shit. But like at the same time, like not everybody was gifted with like a mind like yours, and a heart like yours. You know what I'm saying? And I think people need to see that. And it's like, if people see you do that and like open up and show love to people around you, and they're like, oh damn, I could show love to the people around me and type shit,
That's true.
So it's like, that's why I think it's like when it's the hardest to be good is the most perfect time to be good, because that's, it's like you work on that the most when it's the most challenging. Like it's easy to like hold the door open for somebody and oh yeah, I got you, no worries.
Yeah.
But if you're driving by and you see somebody walking on the road, it's easy to keep driving. But how many people are going to stop and go out of their way, you know what I'm saying, for somebody? And it's like that could change somebody's life,
Yeah, I know, that's crazy. Just like the small acts or even the big acts, really can make a change in someone's like whole life.
For real. Even smiling at a stranger walking down the street could save their life. You never know what somebody's going through, for real.
Yeah.
I
know. I just seen this commercial that this soccer team from England put out, and it was like about men's mental health. And there's one guy, and he just seems sad, kind of like, yeah, I'm here.
I know what you're talking about. I seen that shit
and
too.
You saw, and then the other guy's just like super into the game the whole time, but
happy as shit the whole time.
But like he ends up being the one,
And he was the one trying to fucking help him, be like, oh, bro, it's fucking great, like trying to get him hyped up the whole time, and he was really the one who was struggling more than him.
Yeah,
it's crazy with like mental issues, or
Yeah, it was a really well executed commercial. I was like,
I thought that really resonated with me too.
Yeah,
for real.
Because I don't know, like happy people that like do commit suicide, like remind me of who played Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh my God, Robin Williams. Yeah, like just a happy soul, but he's struggling, man. He was really like sad inside.
Yeah, that was a sad one. For sure.
Tough, You never know what people are going through,
For sure.
Gotta lift them up, even if you don't think they need it.
For real. Blessed to share a beer with you, bro.
Blessed to have you on here.
Appreciate you.
Well, anything else you want to talk about?
Bitches, money, drugs, all in our order. All right, bitches.
And then I was like, just
Huh.
kidding. No, I don't talk about the strip club, but I can talk about the strip club.
Hey, you said it. He's like, I don't want to talk about the strip club, but we can talk about it.
I don't want to talk about bitches.
How was DJing the strip club? How was your first night DJing a strip club for the first time?
A lot of people don't know what I was doing in 2022.
I know. Apologize to your mother before you start this.
Nah, she knows. I was very open with them where I was at most of 2022. Honestly, bro, I think it was crazier when I was like learning to like, because everybody can like talk on a microphone, right? But to like to learn how to like do a whole show, like you're like a TV show or like a stage or a Broadway production. You're on the microphone introducing these girls, playing their song at the same time, also trying to promote what the bar or club is selling. Like, that's a lot going on.
Oh, for sure.
And then you got two other girls on standby, and with one of them telling you what they want to play, and they're asking for 3 songs that you don't have. And then they technically should be tipping you out for all that, but sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. So my first time doing it was dope, because I didn't have to MC. I just played.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I just turned up, and it was kind of like, it was at Club Vanity. It was super dope. It was actually really sick. Actually, the first time I did it. Shout out to Club Vanity. Shout out to everybody on Broadway. If you're watching this, it's all love. It was lit. It was a movie. So I see it like a movie because I still be out there, still running it up. I still be popping up. But you know what I mean? Like, it was so cool, man. The first time doing it, I was like, I'm here. Because before, I was just hanging out, you know, because my friends were working there. And I was like, you know, I was like, just hanging around. You know,
I'm just hanging around,
kicking it, meeting people that were out there too. You know, there's a lot of cool people out there.
Yeah,
people from the Bay Area in general are really dope people, man. Probably got the most hustle out of anybody I've ever met.
Yeah, I could say the same.
You know, they got the most hustle. And like how just watching people like how they hustle, I'm just like, oh, okay, it's lit. You know, and we're back.
And we back. And we back. And we back.
All right, so you asked me what it was like hanging out on Broadway when I was DJing at a strip club. What was that first experience like?
Yeah.
The first experience was when they finally asked me, hey, come and DJ at Club Vanity on a Friday night. We'll have an MC. You can just play music. And what's your rate? I was like, wow, you just asked me all the right questions. Yes.
That's lit.
That was dope, man. And, you know, I've been hanging out there because I had a few friends working there. One as a dancer, one as a cocktail waitress, you know. So I was hanging out there all anyways, you know what I mean? Why not? They're like, hey, come to Frisco with us, you know. And just kick it, you know. Try and get some connections and try and, you know, get your DJing to be in the city, you know. I was like, yeah, it sounds like a great idea. You know, a few months later, you know, finally got that shot because somebody showed that my Instagram to the manager, and so I got my door, and you know, as a strip club DJ. It was crazy, man. It was interesting environment, you know. Learned a lot just being out there in Frisco from hanging out with people who were there all the time, you know. Everybody who was just working there or just hanging out or their customers, you know. It was pretty cool, you know. It was like, you know, you think of the strip club, you think like, oh, it's just gonna be this and that. But no, it was like, you know, it was no different from hanging out at Fox all the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Except there's dancers, you know?
For real. Yeah, that was your last night there. DJing at Vanity was my first time ever going to a strip club on my 25th.
Yeah, man, we turned up for you.
That shit was lit. I did eat some mushrooms and was a little fried. So it wasn't necessarily, you know what I'm saying, like the scene you wanted to be in. It was a lightweight movie, you know.
3D.
But no, shit was fun as fuck. I mean, yeah, I think it was a Monday night. It was, you know, slow night. Nothing really crazy. We were definitely like the most live ones there, you know.
Oh yeah, always are, and wherever we at, right?
For real. That's what I was telling the homie. It was like I was with the little homie, and we like all walked into the store, and he was like, "Bro, it's like everybody's like looking at us," you know. And I was kind of surprised he said that, and I was like, "Act like you didn't know." I was like, "I don't know. Like everywhere we go, like our presence is loud. Like
yeah,
I feel like that, you know. I mean." Not as much out here, but like when I'm in Colorado, like I definitely stick out. You know what I'm saying?
Even when I'm in Shasta.
Stick out like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I definitely don't belong here.
But I mean, I don't know.
It's not like, I mean, I shouldn't have said not belong here.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? Definitely I'm not from there.
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, I know what you mean though. Having a loud presence is everything. When you're like when I was in the club all the time at Broadway, you know what I mean? Like, you know, everybody got to know me because my friends were working there, you know, and meeting other people, talking to the dancers because they'd always think I was a customer, and then I'm like, I'm not. I'm actually here networking, and then they're cool, you know. So.
Yeah, because I'd try to be like a little, you know, fly on the wall, you know. Like I'd rather do that, but like I'm a loud person. You know, I grew up in a loud household, so like I'm always yelling and shit, you know, like, especially when I get passionate, I'll be yelling at my homies' faces and I don't even realize it.
Yeah. That probably comes from football, man.
Well, I also think that it was like just the house that I grew up in. My mother is she's like 25% deaf in her right ear.
Oh, really?
And 75% deaf in her left ear. So she
have
can't
to be loud.
You got to be loud for her to hear you. Yeah, so and I'm the youngest, you know, I got 2 older brothers, so if I want to be heard, you know, I got to say what the fuck I mean, you know, say that shit loud.
Gotta say it 3 times as loud.
For real. Overcompensate.
For sure.
For being, you know, I'm like 8 years younger than my oldest brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so.
And what about your other brother?
My other brother, 3 years younger than him.
Okay.
So.
That's crazy. I know. It's because I'm the oldest out of all my siblings, and I couldn't imagine being I could imagine, but like being the oldest, I feel like it's a tough responsibility sometimes.
And I feel like you know, you fit the role. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a natural leader. You know what I'm saying? So like
you have to. What do they say? You gotta open the doors first. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, yeah, and you stand tall on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like me growing up, like I was trying to like stand next to my brothers and shit. You know, and like, but you had to be the fucking one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely different, like, family dynamics being the oldest and then compared to the youngest.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, when you're the oldest, the youngest doesn't get in trouble as much as the
I
oldest.
never got in trouble.
Yeah.
I did the most shit out of all my brothers, and my mom was always just like, just fucking make sure you don't get killed and don't kill nobody, and you fucking like I was damn near like
everything I did, my sister could have done, and she'll be fine. Which is cool, good for her.
Yeah.
You know, but damn.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking, I don't know what my mom would have done if I was her first kid. I was a fucking wild one as a fucking child.
Oh, I was telling my sister, I was like, honestly, for how much I partied in high school, I don't think I'd ever want my kid to party that much.
Nah, for real. I mean, I was going fucking crazy in high school too. I mean, how could you not? The house parties were so fucking fun.
Dude,
and like,
I don't think people understand like what Modesto was like
in like 2013, 2014, 15.
Yeah, man. Like the house parties weren't just house parties, man. They weren't just high school parties. They were like functions. Like
honestly, bro, those parties were more fun than the parties I had in college.
Yeah, I agree.
Like real shit, bro. Like, dumbass fun. The music was way better. Like all your fucking homies were there. I mean, you had homies in college and shit too, but like it's different when it's like your day ones and shit in the spot. You know what I'm saying? And like,
oh yeah, and even like the people you would meet, because in Modesto there's so many different high schools, but we always knew enough people from each school to get the parties from those schools. Mm-hmm. And so like we're hanging out with people that would party that went to Enox, that went to Gregori, that went to Modesto High, and obviously Downey. And man, I'm an introvert at heart, but like I was not at that point in my life. Like I had met so many people, and then now here I am now DJing and still feeding off of that energy from when I was younger. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, man, I still see these people around. Like it was a good community.
No, for real.
You know, because there's always those parties that weren't good. You know, there's a lot of crappy parties too. And like,
for real.
You know, you always knew those parties are like, oh, this is gonna last an hour. You know.
No, for real. One of like some of my favorite moments have been like being so fucking shit faced drunk, and like you didn't even know, like you don't know where the fuck your friends went and shit, and like you stumble into like another person who's like just as fucking drunk as you. that you ain't never fucking met before. And like, you can tell motherfuckers to be on the same wavelength and shit. And like, I don't know. I feel like I don't really like have those like same experiences like I did in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or it could just have been new, you know?
That's probably what it was. That's kind of what I was just thinking. Yeah, it could have just been because it was like new experience. And I got to college. I'm like, yeah, I already been through all that shit.
Yeah.
And
Well, when I went to college up in Humboldt, shout out to Humboldt State and everybody from Humboldt State that's watching. And shout out to everybody from Durango, too.
I appreciate that.
Those parties were pretty lit. They weren't like, I don't know. They were pretty lit, though. There's a lot of good parties, actually, when I went there. The first semester, at least. The second semester, people were hanging on by a thread.
By a fucking thread, bro.
Everybody that
Real
turned
fucking
up,
shit, bro.
everybody that turned up that first semester, man, we went hard.
I know. And then the second semester came around. They're like, yeah, I flunked all my classes.
Yeah, man, no,
bro. I would run into motherfuckers like my freshman year in at Fort Lewis in Durango. It was so fucking crazy. We had the biggest freshman class in decades. Like they might have said like 30 years or something like that. And like motherfuckers are partying like crazy. And like I would run into like people like in my hall that like lived down the hall from me. I'd run into them and it'd be like, bro, like they'd be so stressed out in the middle of the day. They're like, bro, I got an exam to write. I have a essay to write. I got a fucking exam later. Fucking, you know, he's like naming off all this shit and he's like stressed the fuck out. I'll see this dude about like 8 hours later, you know, at nightfall. He's fucked up. He's like, bro, I just took like 2 tabs of acid. I didn't do any of my work. I'm like, damn, bro, motherfucker. Yeah. And that's when you really tell. When you go to college your freshman year, you understand the people that never had freedom growing up.
That's
and then
so
when they came to college and once they were able to finally make all of their choices on their own, they didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah, especially when it comes to alcohol, when it comes to smoking weed, when it comes to other psychedelics. And it's not like, oh, you should have known better. It's like, nah, they just didn't take that chance.
They didn't have the experience.
Yeah, they didn't have the experience, so whatever. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, we did that stuff, like, pretty young. I mean, I'm not advocating for it, but, you know what I mean? We kind of went through it, so when we were in college, it was like, oh, man, they're having their high school parties right now.
Yeah, right?
You know?
Well, that's like, yeah, I was talking to this one kid my freshman year. And he goes, he's like, bro, he's like, I never smoked. I never drank. I never did anything in high school. He was like, it was like first month or so into college. He was like, now I want to try it all. And I was like, whoa. Like, whoa, that's not how you do it, bro. He's
like, I drank for the first time.
Real shit. I seen this man a year later, and he was not the same person. Damn. He was totally changed, and it was honestly sad to see. And that's when it really like came back around, and I was like, "Damn, bro! Like, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know." And that's what really made me realize, like, we really need to give our kids the freedom while they're under our roof. You know what I'm saying? Give them the freedom to make the mistakes, but also be there to hold their hand and understand and to pick them back up. And you know, it's not how you do it. You know, I'm going to let you go out, do what you want, but you need to be able to handle yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to act like a grown-ass man, you better operate like a grown-ass man, you know?
Yeah, you got to at least... And I feel like, in society, we try so hard to be like, no, don't do drugs, don't do this, don't do that, but in the back of their mind, we know they're going to.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's why I'm not saying...
Curiosity and all that stuff, but it's like... Instead of saying don't do it, we need to educate them on how to do it and what they're doing.
Yeah, if they really decide to do that too, and like, cause that's what I just introduced like acid to a couple of my homies in Colorado too, and they've never taken it before, and then like we took it and like you know, it was a fun night and stuff, but then like a couple weeks later, like they're all trying to do it again, and I'm like, bro, like you gotta take some time. You gotta let your brain fucking recuperate and stuff. I was like, honestly, that was something that like I didn't even think I was ever gonna do again, type shit, you know. I was like, you just gotta understand that the repercussions. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta understand what you're tampering with.
For real.
If it's not psychedelics, or psychedelics, you're tampering with your consciousness almost. You know,
exactly.
How you perceive the world around you, the reflections, and how you project into the universe, and the universe is projecting to you. Like that's what you're messing with. You know?
Exactly.
And like, yeah, to tamper with that, and not have respect for it.
Exactly. That's why.
Treat it like it's expendable. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I can just do this.
For real.
You know?
Yeah. That's why you really know your substance. That is real shit. Know your fucking substance, like real fucking shit. You know, because and that's like just you're talking about respect it. I feel like that's like, you know, you go back to like, you know, even like the lightest things like edibles and shit. Like as soon as you disrespect the edible,
yeah, this edible ain't shit.
It's gonna fuck you up.
Edibles always hit when you acknowledge that it ain't hitting.
When you disrespect the edible, it's gonna fucking hit you in the fucking back like bow.
Yeah, right after you took another one.
Oh, that was real shit. That's what taught me in college, and that's what I realized, that I really had like the freedom, like growing up, and like I was so blessed to have the freedom, because when I went away to college and I had my freedom, I knew how to operate.
Yeah,
I knew not to, you know, to just go fucking crazy, get fucking shit-faced black drunk, because you could fucking have the best night of your life, get shit-faced black drunk, and like you might die that night, like real shit. And like
you might make a stupid ass choice.
Might be having the night of your life. You know what I'm saying? That's why like lean and like bars and shit like that is like I've witnessed the most issues come from like those kind of drugs, you know? And it's like, if you didn't experience that, or not, you don't even have to experience it, but if you don't understand what that does to you and like what other things do if you start drinking and start taking pills and stuff, like it, you know, it'll totally change everything. And like you'll be blacked out, and now you wake up in a fucking jail cell.
Yep.
Don't know how the fuck you got there, all this shit, and it was all because you just wanted to have fun and fucking, you know.
Yeah, because you didn't want to feel anything.
Shit.
If you're popping Xanax and drinking and turning it, like,
it's not a good move. I'm talking about
a lot of drinking.
It's not a good move.
Like, if that's what it takes, man, I'd reevaluate what you're trying to block out. Because I've seen a lot of it in high school, man. To be a teenager doing Xanax and drinking like that. I mean, if you try it and you live to see another day, a lot of people didn't do it again. But
exactly,
like,
it's a reason why they didn't.
You know what I mean? But for the people that kept doing it, it's a shame, man. And it turned into a habit until they're adults, and then they get laced with fentanyl. You know,
sad.
It's not a healthy drug to abuse. This is crazy, man. There needs to be more education on every single drug and what it does and where it can take you. And there's just not enough discussion. Just a lot of finger pointing.
Now that we're on that subject, have you ever seen that YouTube channel? I think it's called Drug Lab. So you've never heard of it? Mm. So it's somewhere in Europe. I think they're Austrian. Maybe I forgot where it was, but it was, I think there were a couple different people from different countries or whatever out there, but they were in a country somewhere in Europe where like all drugs were legal, and they were like, they literally test like these drugs. They monitor their heart rate, like their temperature, the time that they took it, you know, like after all this shit, and like they have this shit down to a science, and like they damn near do like every drug you could think of. And like I remember watching that shit like way back in the day and like thinking like, damn, like this is crazy. And it's like, and they'll even show you like days after they've taken it, and almost always they're like, yeah, I feel like shit, feel depressed as fuck, you know, like like they're just trying to recover from it, you know. And it's like the world has its balance. So if you're trying to have, you know, like a crazy fucking night and like just, you know, just do what it do, you know? And it's like, like you got to understand like the next day, if you live to see the next day, like you are not going to be the happiest person. Like you felt so happy that night and like so like crazy and all this shit, like it's got to have the balance to it. You're going to face the next couple of days, like not, you know, feeling hungover, feeling like, you know, just drained. And it's like, you got to understand everything that it comes with.
Yes, I agree. You can't have the highs. You can't have your highest highs without your lowest lows. All right, my friend. I think this is where we're going to end. That was a good one.
Yeah. I like it.
Laptop's about to die too.
I like it. I like it. Charge your shit.
Yeah. Well, 2.5, 3, almost 3 hours. So
yeah.
Cheers.
It's great fucking talk.
Know Your Substance podcast, man. I appreciate you being on it. We had some good conversation. I'm excited for this one to come out.
Me too. Me too. Can't wait.
I'm glad. I feel like our topics were pretty interesting. So
yeah, I can't wait to see the future podcast because I know you got a lot of knowledge up there that's it's hard to put out there in 3 hours.
Man. And that's why it's just free thought for now. In due time, you know, the green screen will either get smaller or bigger.
It was free thought. It's a clash of minds. We had no prompt, nothing to go off of. We just straight off the dome.
Yeah, but for sure, man. Well, I appreciate you. All right, guys.
Appreciate you.
So what's up with the substance, man? I know you hurt and feel chemical, man. So what's up with the substance, man? This new sun's being knocked your fans. What's up with the substance, man? I know you hurt and feel chemical, man. So what's up with the